Today, on the season premiere of Scholastic Sports America, Kentucky's two-time state champs are winners where it counts.
We have to communicate on the field, but we also have to deal with other people outside this football team. And I think that's important.
Summer basketball has taken on a life of its own, with pluses and minuses for the high school player.
Taking away something from the high school coaches and the senior year of the young men.
Our hometown heroes run with the stride of one of America's greatest milers, Jim Ryan. You'll see some high-flying, remarkable replays and the making of our new Scholastic Sports America theme in a special music video.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the premiere episode of Scholastic Sports America in this, our 5th season. Now, this is the only show that brings you national coverage of high school sports. I'm Dan Debenham, your new host this year, and I'll tell you what, I'm just hoping to make the team. You guys ready? Right. What? What? Oh, I forgot. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. All right, my helmet. Ready? Hut! Hut! Hut!
ESPN presents the youth of America doing their best on Scholastic Sports America. ESPN Scholastic Sports America is brought to you by McDonald's. You know the one. It's McDonald's for food, folks, and fun. And by the U.S. Army. Learn how to get an edge on life. Be all you can be. In Louisville, Kentucky, there's an event that happens each and every fall. But it doesn't make the headlines. Football practice begins at Trinity High School. It means collision, calisthenics, and plenty of drill. Their hard work usually does make headlines. The Shamrocks of Trinity High are the defending Kentucky state champions. In fact, they're the two-time defending state champions, and they're riding a 28-game winning streak. But this is the headline they're the most proud of. This football team sports a grade point average of 3.3.
Everybody on this team has to do good in that classroom or you don't play. Either coach will talk to you, you'll run, or you just don't play. You get kicked off the team.
If one person just concentrates on academics, they're doing themselves wrong, they're cheating themselves. If they just concentrate on athletics, they're cheating themselves. You have to do both.
Hard work is just a way of life here at Trinity, on and off the field, and it's been that way for years. In fact, no other Kentucky team has won more state football championships than the Shamrocks, a total of 10, 5 of them in the past decade alone. A big reason is the coaching staff. A few things you notice here. There are, first, a lot of them. Line coaches, both offensive and defensive.
It's a race. One quick trap.
Backfield coaches.
You check linebacker with your eyes.
And a head coach who's something of a father figure.
We know you want to play. We might get you in there.
When he gets on the football field, you know, he's pumped up, he's ready to go, and he even starts thinking about football. You mentioned football, he just starts getting hyped up. You can see it in his eyes. When you're off the field, he's a role model. He's someone you look up to, someone you want to be like.
When these parents give him to you and say, here, he's yours now, you take care of him, you better do the job. And if you don't, then you're not a good coach. You shouldn't even be out there. They all just dismiss you from the coaching profession.
It's a philosophy that's working for Trinity, a private Catholic all-boys high school. Coaches see themselves as role models and are strict about their rules, like no swearing on the field.
Along with being coaches, they're also teachers in school. And, you know, getting you in the habit of speaking well is really important. You know, I mean, we have to communicate on the field, but we also have to deal with other people outside this football team. And I think that's important.
Trinity seniors are encouraged to become coaches on the field. Senior wide receiver Leon Smith has just spotted a way to improve a pattern, and Coach wants to hear all about it.
Our coaches tell us if it's something you feel that, you know, we're doing wrong, you have a question about it, you know, speak up, because we won't know, you know, we don't know how you feel. They say we can't, as they say, we can't read your minds.
That's exactly what we want, and we'll be a better football team for doing that. These coaches go out there and they think, you know, this is dominating. I'm going to dominate these young men. That's not going to help you. We got to win the big ball games, and the big ball games are just a little fine line between winning it and losing it. And that just that statement that young man might have made might make a difference, and that's winning a ball game.
On a typical practice day, you'll usually find the seniors making sure the sophomores are learning to play Trinity style. When players are part of building the team, they're also building pride in the team. pride that has a long tradition. Alumni often come back to make sure that tradition continues.
We're like brothers now. It's not to sound corny or anything, but, you know, we have this certain bond and we come back and we help.
This summer, the team rebuilt its locker room, raising all the money themselves. But Coach Lampley didn't even let them in until he decided there was enough team unity.
Every single year is a new group, and you've got to make your own road to the championship. And the road starts here, in this room, right here.
At Trinity, you don't go in the locker room until you're a team, and you don't get a decal for your helmet until you deserve one.
You prove that you can do all 4 of those steps, and not only on the football field, but in the classroom, then we'll put one on your helmet.
And those 4 steps are?
Pride, discipline, achievement, and loyalty. And that's the name of the game.
Obviously, it takes more than raw talent to play Trinity football. This isn't your typical one-dimensional team. Both the offense and defense can spring dozens of unexpected formations at you.
We run the option on the offense, and our defense, we're constantly changing at the line right before the snap, and have different stunts going different ways, and it's really complicated sometimes.
2 of the skilled players who've mastered the playbook are senior quarterback Craig DeSenci and wide receiver Leon Smith. Craig's passes found the end zone 14 times last season, and with his speed in the 40 at 4.42, Leon was often on the receiving end.
He's very talented also, and I know I have a lot of respect for him, and I feel I have a lot of faith in him on the field.
Just as surely as the offense puts points on the board, the defense takes pride in keeping them off. Defensive back Shawn Freibert is a good example of Trinity's blue-collar mentality. Their hard work shut out 7 of 14 opponents last season.
We've always had a good offense, but we've been known as a defensive club, too. We take pride in shutting teams out. If we don't shut a team out, we think we failed, even if we win the ball game.
The defensive line is supposed to be the Shamrocks' weak point this season, but don't tell our photographer that. Just 1,100 students attend Trinity, but a full 15% play on the football team. Those numbers allow the luxury of having separate defensive and offensive squads.
Late in the game, when another team's tired, everybody's been going both ways, you're still fresh because in the 4th quarter, you run out on the field for defense and you rest when your offense goes out there.
It's that type of unselfishness that sets this team apart. You see it when they play, and you can sense it in their lives. It's almost as if they're family, not teammates. Listen to how Leon Smith talks about his quarterback.
He's great, you know. I've got a brother that's like 11 years older than me, and I've always wanted a brother that was real close to me. I always told my mom I wish she had a twin, and he's the one I wanted to be my twin.
What could be a better feeling? Well, how about a 3rd state championship in a row? That's Trinity's goal this season. But if they don't make headlines for winning the title, they'll settle for being winners where it counts the most.
Well, I want to go to college next year. I'm sure of that. I want to get into medicine, physical therapy, and I know Trinity has prepared me for that because we've learned how to study, and school is important. It's just not a place you go all day long. It's, you have to learn to be a success in life.
All right, we've got plenty more coming up on Scholastic Sports America, including our first Super 10 football pull of the year. That's coming right up. I guess I didn't make it as a quarterback, did I? So.
Hey, how about wide receiver? I'll throw you some.
You got it. Hey, I made it. I made the team.